All right, welcome to the Cullen Hockey Center. We have a consolation semifinal matchup of the Minnesota Hockey 15UA State Tournament today, featuring the visiting team on the scoreboard, but the hometown team in your hearts, the Moorhead Spuds, facing off the home team on the scoreboard, Anoka Rogers. I'm going to call them the Royal Tornadoes because I don't know what else to call them, Max Dronen. Special guest today, Max Dronen, captain of the Moorhead Spuds. Max, congratulations on a Section 8 AA final up in Roseau. Tell us a little bit about that. What was the feeling you had advancing to the X again?
Hey, thanks, Rob. Yeah, it was a great feeling on that Thursday night to advance to X, and we're all excited, I know, in Moorhead, and it's going to be a fun day.
So, no stranger to playoff hockey and state tournaments. Max, how are these girls feeling today? What do you expect out of the Spuds? What are their emotions right now?
Yeah, I'm sure they're pretty nervous and excited, but yeah, I mean, I think coach probably gave them a little speech for the game, calmed them down a little bit and just told them what to do.
Well, you get to this point of the year and everyone's fighting for one last game. These girls have worked hard all year to get to this state tournament. Both these teams had great performances yesterday, starting with the goaltenders. On the Moorhead side, Allie Mosier was fantastic in doing her best to fend off the Minnetonka Skippers. It took an empty net goal to get the 3-1 margin. Likewise, on the Anoka Rogers side, Gretchen Pavarud was outstanding in trying to fend off the Edina Hornets, and in the same score, 3-1 and an empty net goal. So both teams competing hard. They've worked hard all year to get to this point of the state tournament. They both want an extra game, and they're going to need to win today to get to the consolation championship. So I expect nothing but tremendous effort again from both sides.
Yeah, both goalies are going to have to be good today.
There'll be no anthem. So the girls will whip themselves into a frenzy here as they skate around, get their last words of motivation and encouragement. Much like yesterday, the Moorhead girls, they circle up in the corner very wisely, avoiding Coach Arneson and any last words he might have for them, as they try to get themselves pumped up. 1 minute away from consolation semifinal action here in the 15UA State Tournament. Locker, Moore, and Hammer up front for Anoka Rogers, and we got Olivia Corton, Liv Dilstra, Addie Salvovold up front for the Spuds. Play comes back to Lund, goes rink wide to Salvovold, and quickly Salvovold enters his own, throws it in behind Pavarud, but once again Pavarud out to the puck, but Salvovold with some speed is able to get to it, throw it up to Lund. Lund's going to slap it towards the net where it's tipped on, and then a whack at it from Corton, throws it just wide, and Moore's going to get to it first. Moore tries to advance it out of the zone, and Locker's going to be able to complete that play for her. Now Lund gets it back to Salvovold. Salvovold turns it into the middle to Corton. Olivia controls there, but is met and run hard out the play by Nola Milton there. And Rickley gains control, comes up to Hammer. Hammer tries to get it in the middle to Barnacle. Barnacle advances it on where Lund gets it and rotates the ice over, but picked off by Rickley. Rickley's in on Mosier and shoots it high over the glove. And the Royal Tornadoes take an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a great shot there by Rickley, right over the blocker on the left side of the net there.
Great anticipation as the Spuds tried to go D to D and rotate the ice in the neutral zone, and Rickley jumped that one, was able to intercept it, and made no doubt about it. Mosier didn't have much of a chance on that one.
It's a great start for Anoka Rogers.
Anderson's going to step in for the draw against Barnacle, and Kendall wins it back. Kolamainen goes across to Martinson, and she gets it up on the wing to Wyke, but it's intercepted again by Rickley. Rickley imposing her will early in this game, but Wyke comes back hard. Now she's loose up the right side. Tammy Wyke in hard, tries to get around Bailey, but a nice defensive play by Bailey there interrupts that play. Now the Spuds are going to regroup. Martinson across to Kolamainen. Kolamainen up on the wing. And Heineman carries across the line there, and she's run off the play hard by Kristoff, but continues on. Now Whitekey's going to get to the corner with Rickley, ties her up, but Lily McKenzie picks it up for Anoka Rogers and is able to clear the zone. Bart Martinson throws it in, but Bailey's going to turn it back up the ice quick for Anoka Rogers. Gets to the line and throws it in deep where it bounces in behind Mosier. Now Martinson rolls it up on the wall to Salvold, and she tries to chip it along, but held in nicely there by Milton. Martinson again tries that side, with Tiki Barron there to disrupt it. Salvold tries to get it to Corton, and now the puck's loose out at center ice where Booth is in it, but Corton disrupts Booth on a nice heavy forecheck. Salvold tries to get a stick in there, but Booth wins that battle. Now Tiki Barron's loose up the left side. Played there by Kendall Lund, and a little chip from Lund on the body there just to get Kolamainen a little bit of time. Tiki Barron's in there doing some battle with Lund and Kolamainen. Away comes Jankowski, gets it up to Booth. Booth tries to step around Dilstra, unable to, and Salvold clears the puck. Olivia Corton now in pursuit of Milton, ties her stick up. Milton strong on the puck though, is able to get it. Now a blast from Klute, but that's blocked out front by Jankowski, and Jankowski is going to get to it and try to slam it down the ice, but Lund stops it. Now Lund turns it back for the Spuds. She's being harassed by Parent, and she's able to throw it up the ice. Gets just away from Dilstra and will go the length of the ice for an icing.
Yeah, Spuds putting on a little pressure now after going down 1-0 in the game. Starting to see a pushback.
Good response from the Spuds, because anytime you get down early, you want to punch back right away and try to get that pressure down there. And they're going to need it on Gretchen Pavarud, as it's going to take some traffic and some taking her eyes away to get some good chances. Puck down, Locker in with Anderson. Clocker and Anderson. Spuds able to play it out as Klute gets it up to Keeping, and Keeping plays it in deep as Clocker had come back, and good back pressure from Clocker on that play. Now Moore on the side tries to chip it past Klute, but Klute's able to keep it in, and now the puck is advanced out to the neutral zone where Lund is going to regroup. Lund steps around one, tries to get it across to Heeneman, unable to do so. And now Clocker and Lund do battle. Now Klute with a nice little reverse move there. Chips it up the wall to Heeneman, and Heeneman's able to bang it out, but Rickley keeps it in. Rickley rolls it in behind, but Lund's going to get to it first. Chip it along for Heeneman. Heeneman rolls it up the wall, and now it's played in. Deep there by Moyer. Moyer behind the net now. Lund is able to get to it, throws it up on the wall for Keeping. But Anoka Rogers has some good pressure here, hemming in the Spuds, making it tough on them to exit the zone cleanly. Barnacle peels away. She's met there by a host of Spuds. Klute ties her up. Rickley doing battle and Keeping, and now Barnacle's able to come away with it, but she tries to spin to the front of the net, but Lund is able to knock it away, and here comes Anderson out with Heeneman. Heeneman's loose. Lauren Heeneman on the left side taking on the entire squad right now. Throws a hard one in on Pavarud. Puck's loose, but Spuds were on a change, so nobody was there to bang that rebound home. Kolamainen goes across to Martinson. Martinson's going to peel it back and knock it up the wall where it gets to Tiki Barron, and she disrupts that play. And then Booth is able to slam it in, but not get it all the way in as Kolamainen picks it off. And now Barron is able to throw it in deep, met there by Martinson. Goes rink wide to Selvavold. Chips it into Corton. Olivia Corton's loose. Kristoff trying to defend her. Hard play by Kristoff.
And she's tripped up
on Olivia Corton, and we do not have a call, and I cannot believe it. That was a hard of a play, as you'll see in hockey. With a stick, it could have been a slash, it could have been a trip, and it ends up being nothing.
Yeah, not sure how they missed that one.
Play continues on. Along the wall, Olivia Corton trying to win a puck in the neutral zone. Hammer chips it on. Right there, Liv Dilstra is trying to win the puck. Good play by Hammer to harass her. Now Jankowski trying to win the puck, unable to do so, but Lily McKenzie steps in. Now Jankowski chips it on. Only gets it halfway deep. And it looks like we have a delayed offsides, or that's exactly what the call is. Well, it looked right there like Liv Corton was going to be able to step around Kristoff, who's not a defenseman by trade. So always a little bit of trepidation when a forward gets caught back on defense with one of the best players in the state coming down on you. But Kristoff defended her hard and was able to stymie the threat.
Yeah, Corton had her beat for sure. I thought that arm was going to go up by the ref for sure.
Play continues on the far side there. Sneaks past McKenzie. Kendall Anderson just about was able to chip it past Bailey, but Bailey with a nice stick keeps the play alive. Puck in on Mosier. She's going to play it for Klute. Now Klute behind the net. Reverses it to Lund. Now Heeneman picks it up, and Heeneman's going to exit the zone. Goes rink wide trying to find Cami Whitekey, and Whitekey and McKenzie are in a foot race. Cami Whitekey with a nice stick in there to disrupt McKenzie, but then McKenzie with some good strength is able to win that puck. But here comes Kendall Anderson turning to the middle of the ice. Parent's able to take that one off her stick and throw it back down the ice where Clute picks it up. Now Clute spins back far side, chips it out, but it's picked up there by Milton, who slams it back in deep around behind Mosier. Now Kendall Lund there, first to it. Met hard by Barnacle, and now Rickley's going to try to go to work for the Royal Tornadoes. It's Rickley, it's Barnacle, but Lund comes away with it. Lund throws it in behind to Clute. Clute looking for a play up on the wall, gets it to Sullivan, who again chips it up nicely to Corton, but Milton was just able to get a stick on it, so they couldn't come up the ice clean. Again, Milton with the stick, and then Corton tries to skewer it on to Salvovold, but unable to do so. Now Rickley throws it in deep. Nice play by Martinson to read that and get to it first. Throws it along the wall, or Milton is there. Now Milton tries to control, tries to center it out front, but Allie Mosier's seen enough, and she's able to stop it with the paddle and cover it up.
Yeah, seems like early in this game, Spuds are having some good looks on the rush, but can't get much going down low.
I noticed that in the game yesterday, Max. The Spuds are great in transition through the neutral zone. They have some really good set plays to get the play wide and then get it into the center and create on the rush. Play continues now near side in the corner. We got Heeneman down in there. We got Moyer. Heeneman's able to get it past Moyer, and we got a foot race again. Bailey's going to get to it first. Wave off the icing call, and Anderson's in hot pursuit there. A heavy play by Anderson, but some great strength from Bailey to protect the puck and get it up out into the neutral zone. But Kolomainen's going to get to it, but now she turns it back over to Moyer. Moyer shoots it high over the glove. Looked like it had a chance there, but went over the net. Maybe Mosher got a piece of that one. And now on the far side, the play is tied up. Two Spuds, two Royal Tornadoes. It's Jankowski, and we have a whistle. The ref would have liked to have seen the puck move a little bit more out of that scrum.
Yeah, that was a quick whistle. I thought they were going to let him keep battling for a couple more seconds there, but that's all right.
The ever dangerous defensive zone face-off. If you're a Spuds fan, Clocker's going to try to win this and create something for the Royal Tornadoes, but it ties up, and she is able to get it back, but sneaks it just past Milton. Now Addie Selvold's loose. We've seen the speed and power of Addie Selvold this weekend on display, but some great defense there as Booth was able to come back and check her off the play nicely. Now Lund up on the near side here, where Dilstra tries to get a stick on it, unable to. Milton's going to go for it, and they're going to call an icing on that one as the puck just got past everyone.
Yeah, that was great speed by Selvold there, but that was a great defensive play by Booth there. Just shut her down.
We've seen that throughout the weekend in this 15UA state tournament. The defensive play from all teams at this point has been tremendous. It's really hard to create any space and good offensive opportunities with as good as these defensive players skate. Puck is down again. Rickley trying to win it for the Royal Tornadoes, but Lund again is able to come away with it. Nice little move by Kendall Lund to come up the center of the ice looking for an outlet, but the back pressure from Barnacle is able to disrupt that play. And now Milton's going to swing in behind Pavarud. Milton turns it back. Nice reverse play. He's going to look for Kristoff on the wing, but decides to come up the center herself. Met there by Anderson, and now Avery Schutz tries to ride her off the play, and a sneaky Spud coming off the bench does so, and that might have been Heeneman. Can't see the number as Milton's got her tied up, and it was Lauren Heeneman. Now they come rink wide to Kristoff, who's going to try to get to the line, and she is able to try to throw it in, but it hits off of the head of Barnacle, and now the Spuds are trying to make a play out of the zone here as Schutz gets to it. Plays it off of Tiki Barron, but it doesn't quite roll out. Now Tiki Barron's going to try to get to the puck. Defense well again by Lauren Heeneman there. Jankowski steps in, tries to get around Heeneman and Anderson, but no luck there. Play rolls around far side. Klute's going to get to it, but Jankowski with her heavy pressure is able to win that puck, or at least disrupt the play. Jankowski again, but Klute rides her hard off the play. They both go down, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game on Kelsey Klute. Looks like a checking call, Max.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard hit down the far left corner right behind the Morris goalie there. Morris going to have to kill this one off. They want to go to the locker room happy.
It was a nice hard play by Kelsey Klute. Had her stick on the ice just the way you teach them. You want them to rub them out hard and get in front of their hands, and I think their feet got tangled up and maybe it looked a little worse than it actually was.
Yeah, maybe just got a little too much there.
Call nonetheless, and off we go. Sydney Martinson harassed by Barnacle behind the net. We got Olivia Corton in there and Kristoff. Martinson doing a nice job, but Kristoff is able to pull it free and get it up top to Bailey. They'll try to set it up here. Bailey down low to Rickley. Rickley to the corner for Kristoff. Kristoff back to Rickley. Rickley to Bailey. Bailey looking to play it down again to Kristoff. Spuds are there. Sadie Kolamainen meets Kristoff. Olivia Corton in there with Rickley. The four of them do battle. Have the puck tied up. Now Bailey steps down trying to pull it loose, and she's able to. Steps to a shooting area, snaps it hard by the glove, and the rebound by Barnacle goes just wide. Addie Salvold first to it, trying to clear for the Spuds, but good pressure from the Royal Tornadoes. Corton tries to clear. Bailey snaps it hard, blocked by Corton, and it gets out to the
there by Corton.
Heavy play, what you need on your penalty kill. Blocking shot, sacrificing. Sydney Martinson tries to hammer one down the ice and just misses it. Play continues in the neutral zone. Now Jankowski trying to step around Corton, but that's not going to work very often on Olivia Corton. She's able to throw it in deep and kill some more clock as McKenzie tries to come up the ice. Nice little cut back up the far side. She's pressured there by Liv Dilstra. Ridden off the play, but she's able to get it to Clocker. Clocker snaps one just wide of the blocker of Mosier. Nice play by Lauren Heeneman to pressure that puck, and then Kolamainen tries to clear, but Booth keeps it in. Now tried to clear from Dilstra, and she's able to get it out. Booth turns it back now for Anoka Rogers, crosses the blue line with speed, cuts in, shoots it, high blocker, and I don't know if Mosier got that or if it hit the pipe. Up to Milton. Milton down to Clocker. Clocker looking to set up, back to Milton. Milton looks and has Jankowski down low, who tries to get it into Clocker. Now back up to Milton. Milton looks to Booth in the center of the ice. Booth steps in and rips one. Tries to go high blocker, blocked out front. Another heavy play by Heeneman to stop a shot. Spuds return to full strength. Jankowski now down low. Met there nicely by Sydney Martinson, recognizing they're back at full strength. And here comes Kendall Anderson, who goes down hard in the corner. And we got Martinson and Clocker doing battle in the corner, and Jankowski comes away with it. Spins in the corner, met again by Martinson with some heavy defensive play. Now Clocker back to Jankowski on the half wall. Jankowski tries to cut the seam, but some good defensive work again by Martinson. Now Dilstra gets a stick up high on her as Milton enters the zone down low with the puck on her. So tries to center it, but Heeneman's there. Return around shot by Jankowski. Gets deflected up high into the netting, and some great defensive stick integrity from the Spuds there.
Yeah, that's a good kill for the Spuds there. Nice to get out of that one. No goals allowed. Noka's got some snipers on their team. They more had kept in the outside pretty well though.
Reminded me of that very high quality Moorhead Spuds boys varsity team penalty kill with the girls getting their sticks in lanes and getting bodies on bodies and just making it tough on the power play.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for Anoka there.
Clute comes in behind for Lund. Kendall Lund looking for Whitekey on the wall, and Whitekey's able to play it forward where Keeping's in a foot race. She's going to get there. Aubrey Keeping tries to play one in on net, but Bailey did a nice job of eliminating that rush. Now Bailey spins it in behind Pavarud, and Moyer's going to get to it, play it up to Moore, but it's held in by Clute. Now Moore again going to try to advance the puck, unable to. Hammer tries to hammer it, and the Anoka Rogers players, Moyer tries to advance it out. Whitekey spins it back. We got a little ping pong up high in the zone, and finally Bailey's able to clear the zone. Now Lund advances it back, but met there by Parent, who tries to come back for the Royal Tornadoes. Parent's able to throw it in and retain control, but then Cammie Whitekey comes back and plays the puck into the neutral zone. Now Bailey back to Lund. Not her sister Bailey Lund. Those are two different players, Bailey and Lund. And now Lund plays it back to Kelsey Clute. Clute on the wall to Salvovold, but Rickley's able to pick that off again with that great anticipation that got her the first goal of the game. Rolled in behind Mosier for Lund. Now Lund near side, looking for Dilstra up the ice, possibly Salvovold across the ice, and she finds her. Great rink-wide pass, but defense well there by Booth. Now Rickley forward, and Barnacle trying to apply some pressure, but it's turned away by Clute, and good strong defense from Kelsey Clute. Now rink-wide from Corton up to Dilstra. Liv Dilstra throws it in deep. That's going to roll around behind Parent, but Parent again, great with the puck, gets back there for Milton, but Addie Salvold is able to disrupt this play. Little battle behind the net between Milton and Salvold. Salvold wins that puck. Now she's loose, looking for someone to center the puck to, unable to find someone, spins again, but Milton comes with a heavy stick, able to break that up. Gets it up to Rickley. Rickley through the neutral zone, crosses the red line. Martinson's waiting for her, throws it in behind Mosier. It bounces where Kolamainen tries to get to it, but Kristoff with a strong play, able to whack it in deep. Here comes Lauren Heeneman now, trying to get it by Bailey, but Bailey holds it in with a strong play on the near point. Heeneman's able to clear this one, but not out as Bailey turns. Throws it in deep where it's going to roll in behind Mosier. Met there by Martinson. Martinson wraps it around the far side, but McKenzie's there. She tries to snap one to the net, but Kolamainen wisely lets it go to the corner. Now Hammer has it. Hammer to Bailey. Bailey's looking to fire through traffic, but it actually hits Tiki Barron. Bounces as she spins and fires. A great save by Mosier. And Jankowski's going to work now. The Royal Tornadoes are buzzing. Jankowski tries to step out, but met there nicely by Anderson and Heeneman and crew. And Sydney Martinson decides enough's enough, and she's going to get an icing.
Yeah, that was a real nice save by Ali Mosier there. Blocker side, got down and tracked that puck all the way in.
Well, the Tornadoes are living up to their name right now. They're buzzing out there, causing all kinds of trouble for the Spuds down low in their zone. See if the Spuds have an answer. 54.1 remaining in the first period. Clocker and Corton on the draw. Corton wins it, but some good wing help coming from Moyer. Sneaks in there. From Lauer. Play continues now near side. Clute goes in the corner. She's going to win that race, try to advance the puck, but Lauer again with some good pressure, not allowing the Spuds out clean. Now Lauer trying to win the puck. Held in nicely by Booth, and it's thrown in behind Mosier, but Clute is there. Clute up on the half wall to Selvold, and the puck pops loose. Good play by Selvold on to Corton. We got a 2-on-1 forming. Dilstra and Corton, but play defense well by Booth, allowing Clocker to come back for Anoka Rogers. Played in, but Clute with good defensive support gets there, rotates it nicely to Lund. Lund snaps it up for Corton, but is picked off by Bailey. And now Corton's loose again if she's got a little bit of steam left, but she's out of gas. Kristoff's going to kill the rest of the clock, and that'll bring the first period to an end. Well, Max, there was some pace and some intensity to that one.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams looking pretty fast. Moore had a couple good chances on the rush, but Anoka's D is playing pretty honest and pretty respectable right now.
This is it looks a lot like the Spuds game yesterday, where these girls teams play with really good structure. They understand what they're trying to accomplish. They make it hard on you to exit the zone clean. And they can establish, when they do get it in the other end, Anoka Rogers can establish some down low time where they're able to control it below the goal line, use their body to protect the puck, try to turn it to the net. And the Spuds really are able to generate as well as any team in transition. They have the good plays that you can tell that they've worked on, where they're trying to advance that puck on a stretch pass to their winger, touch it into the middle of the ice to get their centers in space, and it's created a couple of opportunities for the Spuds.
Yeah, a couple times there. The duo of Olivia Corton and Addie Selvold had a couple nice chip plays there. Selvold will chip it to Corton in the center and then go down a nice rush. Moore not really able to get anything going though.
I would think that the Spuds are going to have to try to get some traffic on Pavarud, and we saw Gretchen Pavarud put one of the better goaltending performances I've seen in a long time, probably since Thursday night in Roseau for Will Kunka. Pavarud's an outstanding goaltender. You can see she's mobile too. When those pucks get dumped in, she's back there stopping it, setting up for a D. She can start the breakout, and in order to break her cage, the Spuds are going to have to get some traffic out there. Yeah,
Pavarud's looking real solid to start this game. Spuds are definitely going to have to get some traffic in front of the net, get in the goalie's eyes, and maybe try to tip a puck or something. Just overall, get in front of that net, create some havoc.
The defensive crew for Anoka Rogers with Sydney Bailey, Lily McKenzie, Nola Milton, Caitlin Booth, and Mackenzie Moyer have been really stout. They're making it tough on the Spuds to penetrate the center of the ice. It's one thing to say we're going to get some traffic. It's another thing to actually do it when they're doing a nice job of keeping you out of the middle of the ice.
Yeah, for sure. Anoka's D is looking pretty solid to start early, but some of their forwards can also shoot the puck real well and protect it real well.
I'm not sure if that was Big Sugar Ryan Corton or Jerry Arneson that has the Spuds pumped up over there at the intermission speech, but I hope it works for the Spuds to turn back some pressure on the Royal Tornadoes. Opening face-off of the second period coming up here is we're going to have Corton stepping in against Barnacle in the top two lines. Kristoff on the right, Rickley on the left, and Selvold and Dilstra on the wings for the Spuds, and puck is down. Corton's going to win that draw, but Booth steps up nicely to eliminate her space. Dilstra throws it in deep where it's going to roll behind Pavarud. Milton first to it, She's going to come up to Rickley. Rickley's going to try to exit the zone, but she's met nicely by Salvovold. Now puck played back to Salvovold, but Rickley's there to take it away from her. Now Rickley enters the zone, takes it in deep, peels back, looking for some support, unable to get it. Now Salvovold chips it along, and she's loose, but once again, Booth is there to clean up the mess. Booth peels it back near side, looking for an option, tries to step around Salvovold, has some success with that, and she is able to backhand it in deep behind Mosier. Kendall Lund there first to it. Nice escape move from Kendall Lund to reverse field and come back near side to Salvovold. Salvovold throws it up to the neutral zone where Lily McKenzie gets it, but Salvovold's there to intercept that pass. Now Barnacle. Barnacle's going to enter the zone for the Royal Tornadoes. Tries to snap one in quick on Mosier. She's able to. Puck's loose. It's down, and Mosier was able to gobble up that rebound attempt, and a little bit of chaos in the paint there.
Yeah, that was a good quick shot from, I think it was Kristoff there. A good quick shot from Kristoff, and Anoka had some traffic in front of the net, made it hard for Mosier there.
That quick release makes it tough for the goaltenders to handle those rebounds and control them, and then if you can get traffic, you can cash in, and they almost did there. Tiki Barron fights for the puck on the near wall. Exit, nice play by Lauren Heeneman on Bailey there. A strong play by both girls, and Bailey's able to muscle her way through and ring it in around behind Mosier to the near side. Martinson with a hard play on Barron. Then Hammer throws it in, but Mosier sticks that one neatly behind the net. Now Sadie Kolamainen throws it up on the wall. Cami Whitekey battling there with McKenzie. McKenzie's able to advance it deep. Now Jankowski's going to pursue and be the first to it behind the net. Ridden off hard by Martinson, and Jankowski goes down. And they're going to give a cross-checking penalty to Sydney Martinson on a good hard defensive play from the Spuds defender.
Yeah, Anoka goes on the power play once again to start this second period.
Well, it just shows the war of attrition, Max, when you got that kind of pressure all game long on the forecheck. You force the defending team to continue to chase, and they may end up taking penalties in desperation trying to keep up.
Yeah, Anoka's been working hard down low, and it's definitely frustrating for these more Spud defensemen.
Corton in the face-off circle against, I believe it's Barnacle, and Corton wins it back to Lund. Lund tries to get it past Kristoff, but it ties up there, Rickley and Lund. Corton and Kristoff. And Corton's going to come away with it. She's going to step up the ice, try to get away from, it's held in nicely by Bailey. Now Rickley down low to Kristoff. Kristoff back to Rickley. Good pressure from Lund to break up that pass. Now Corton comes back to help, but Rickley's going to get it up to Bailey. Bailey slides across the line, back down low to Kristoff. Kristoff back, crossbox to McKenzie. McKenzie gets a shot in on Mosier, but a great save from Allie Mosier.
Nice save by Mosier there.
Kristoff works it down low using that big frame, banks it off the net out to McKenzie. McKenzie's going to rip it, trickles through. Good stick from Clute. Now they backhand it on Mosier, but she calmly sticks that into the corner, and now Clute's going to play it up the wall. Addie Salvovold tries to whack it past McKenzie, and here comes McKenzie attacking low, tries to get it into Kristoff, no luck. Great effort from Olivia Corton to clear the zone there, and you need that kind of play on your penalty kill to chew the clock. 57 seconds remain on the Anoka Rogers power play. They go cross ice to a player who just hopped on the ice, but Lund is able to defend that, and she's going to peel back, wraps it hard around the wall, but Clocker's going to get to it, back up to Jankowski. Now Clocker. Back to Jankowski, and their little miscommunication or mix-up, and the puck is able to get out of the zone. And now Booth is going to come in with some speed on the left side. Cuts to a shooting area, gets it to the net, gets on Jankowski's stick. She mishandles it, but she'll reset. Now and Clocker to Booth to Clocker. Tries to go cross box for Milton, but Salvovold was there. Now Booth again working her way in. Salvovold's there, and she's going to be able to clear that puck, and Liv Dilstra's got a little opportunity here on a break. Liv Dilstra rifles one high over the net on Pavarud. Never got on frame, but great effort from Liv Dilstra.
Nice little break there for the Morris Spuds. Anoka's putting on quite the pressure down low. Real nice passing power play there by Anoka Rogers.
Only to be matched. They had one or two really good chances, but the Spuds penalty killers did a nice job of staying in lanes and having that kind of desperation effort you need to kill off the power play or prevent really good scoring chances. 9 seconds remain. Puck played back with Dilstra to Kolamainen over to Heeneman. Anoka Rogers advances it, but Kolamainen's going to get there first. She mishandles it as Parent puts some pressure on her. Now Heeneman comes across the rink, near side, nobody home. Milton's going to get there first, turn it back for the Royal Tornadoes. She's moving in, fires one in on Mosier, just under the glove and wide, rings around far side. Parent keeps it in, rolls it in behind Mosier. And that's where Lauer's going to get to it first, and she's doing some work in the corner, but tied up nicely by a couple of Spuds, Anderson and Keeping's able to clear it up the ice. Now Bailey's going to be first to it for Anoka Rogers, peeling back, looking for an option, reverses field near side, comes up the ice to Lauer, but just misfires, and now Sydney Martinson is going to get to it, and she's going to try to come up near side for Keeping, but Bailey's there to pick that off. Anderson meets her up the wall. Rickley keeps it in, and now Martinson again is going to try to fire it, but that hits Rickley on the way out. Now Rickley's going to try to use that frame to get to the house. Rickley in the corner, ridden off nicely by Martinson. Strong play by Sydney Martinson. Now Rickley gives something back to her. Now Barnacle tries to step in. Keeping's going to get the puck, and she's going to decide we need a break, and she's going to ice it to get some fresh legs on the ice for the Spuds.
Pretty nice defensive play there by Sydney Martinson to use her body. Pin Rickley up there. Rickley's a dangerous player, only goal scorer in today's game.
Well, defending's always an interesting proposition when you've got to decide who you're defending. And previous play a few minutes ago, Sydney Martinson goes in hard on a smaller player and ends up upending her. This time she had all she could handle with Rickley, and of course isn't going to take a penalty when you have trouble knocking her over. So puck play comes back to Bailey, rips one hard just wide of Mosier, goes far side. Going to be met there nicely by Moyer, who's able to slam it back around near side, where Selvavold gets there, tries to play it up for Corton, but met nicely by Bailey on the half wall. Now Kendall Lund's going to try the other side, fends off Kristoff with a hard forecheck, and a great centering feed to Corton, and Corton's loose. Olivia Corton, she's got Selvavold come in. Olivia Corton on Poverud, tries to go short side high, and Poverud's there with the blocker on a great chance for the Spuds.
That's a great look for the Spuds. All started with Kendall Lund down in the corner, fighting off Anoka forward and using her body, making a nice breakout pass to Corton that it was. And good look for the Spuds.
Faceoff's going to come to Poverud's right. We're going to have Anderson in against Jankowski for the draw. Heeneman and Schutz on the wings. Nice job by Jankowski to win it back for Milton in the corner. Milton reverses field, but Heeneman's there to pick it off. Gets it up for Lund. Lund's going to step in and fire. Good hard shot off the pads. Rebound. Poverud's there. And the Anoka Rogers are able to clear the puck as Tiki Barron screams up the ice. Met by Clute. Good play by Schutz, and now the Spuds are loose again with numbers. Schutz on the wing. Milton in desperation is able to come back and poke it off of Schutz's stick, and now Heeneman back for Clute on a hard play by Barron on the wing to clear the zone for the Royal Tornadoes. And now Jankowski comes up and steps aside, but Clute defends her hard, and Hammer's going to get to it and slam it in deep past Lund. But Lund comes with a heavy body on Hammer, and they're going to take Kendall Lund off for a penalty for checking.
Yeah, just as the Spuds were starting to put on some pressure there. Couple nice looks on the rush there for the Spuds, and nice save, nice rebound save by Poverud on that initial shot from the point.
And I'm impressed with how hard and physical these girls play. And in Martinson and now Lund, they're taking penalties, but that's how you want these girls to play. And if you catch someone off balance or you hit them a little too hard, you might go to the box for it, but you can't stop playing with that kind of aggressive nature. Sadie Colemine in the corner trying to kill some time and work herself free, is able to roll it around near side for Selvavold, but again, Lily McKenzie there to step in. She maneuvers through traffic trying to get to the net. Now Rickley spins, and she's going to lay it up for Booth, and it comes just out of the zone, and we're going to have an offsides. Clever play from Rickley to try to get it to the point, but caught Bailey by surprise a little bit as she caught herself out of the zone.
Yeah, a couple nice moves there. Anoka Rogers has a pretty good power play, but I think they need to start shooting the puck a little more. They're passing up opportunities.
Well, they're able to win this draw, and Bailey's going to roll it in where Martinson gets it in behind Mosier. Rolls it up half wall for Heeneman. Heeneman trying to clear for the Spuds, but once again, Barnacle's there, and now McKenzie on cue. Must be listening to the color commentator. Tries to fire one to the net with no traffic. Now Anderson behind Mosier. Cuts up the center of the ice. A couple of nifty moves there. And now Anderson's loose through the neutral zone. Bailey in defense. Anderson flips it in on Poverud, and she calmly steers that to the corner for Bailey. Bailey reverses field and goes far side, looking for a play up the ice. Defensed well by the Spuds, so Bailey will continue on. Dilstra in pursuit of Bailey, rides her up to play nicely, and now Dilstra's going to pick up the puck in behind Mosier. She's got some space here with 55 seconds remaining in the power play. And Dilstra goes high off the glass, and it's going to result in an icing. She had a little bit of space there, Max, to continue, but chose to send it down the ice.
Yeah, she might have just felt some pressure there. Noka's having a pretty good forecheck, looks to me as if early in the second period. One player that sticks out to me is Sydney Bailey on Anoka Rogers. Good puck-moving defenseman that likes to join the rush.
It's tough on anyone when you got a good skating defenseman like that. Puck comes to Booth, but good work by Selvavold to get a stick on that and deflect it wide of the net. Kelsey Clute now coming up the ice, looking for some space. Here comes Kelsey, gets it up on the wing to Selvavold, but good back pressure from Clocker. Picks off the pass and sends it back in behind Mosier. Now Martinson's going to try the other side of the ice. 25 seconds remain on the power play. And here comes Corton, tries to chip it by Booth, and a good bit of fortune for Booth as it hit her skate, or Olivia Corton might have been loose again. Now Booth down low, Clocker. Clocker with a nice hesitation move to gain some space, gets it to Milton. Milton's going to roll it in around behind where Jankowski's got it. Now back to Clocker. Clocker to Milton. Milton snaps it in, tries to get a tip out front from Parent, but Mosier's able to block that away. Spuds return to full strength now as Olivia Corton digs the puck out and finds Dilstra up in the center, gets a stick on it, but Pavarud's going to come out, and she's just going to cover up to avoid any kind of chaos there. Nice play by Pavarud.
Good heads-up play there by Olivia Corton to find Dilstra coming out of the box and just about sprung her on a breakaway.
That always dangerous play if the timing's right. The sneaky Pete play out of the penalty box, and the Spuds are almost able to take advantage.
Sometimes you can catch a couple defense lacking on the power play.
Lauer steps in against Anderson, and Anderson snaps a quick one on to Pavarud, which she covers up for another faceoff. See if the Spuds can generate here on an offensive zone faceoff on a set play. Anderson's going to work to win this draw back. She is unable to do so, but with some help from Hieneman, they got it back, but it split the defense. Now Clute in pursuit is Parent and Moore. Anderson plays it on, but it's held in nicely there by Parent. Parent throws it in deep, where a battle ensues. It's Clute and Parent. Clute comes away with it, and she's going to chip it up to Anderson. But there again, Sydney Bailey keeping it in for Anoka Rogers. Puck pops up top, where Lauer gets it and slings it in deep. Clute behind the net, throws it far side, but Hammer's there to throw it back around, where Kendall Lund's now going to try this side of the ice, near side, up on the wing to Cami Whitekey, but again, Sydney Bailey's great anticipation jumps that puck, and Whitekey's going to try the other side of the ice. Hieneman is stopped by Hammer, and now Kendall Lund takes control, and she comes up the ice. Talk about good puck control, good skating defenseman. Kendall Lund's one of those. Here she comes, ridden off hard by Hammer. Excuse me, that's not Hammer. That's Moyer. Moyer rides her off, and now her and Barnacle are in the corner with Lund, and Lund throws it around near side where Selvavold's going to get there. Sydney Bailey's going to pinch her off the play, but Selvavold wins it to Corton down low. Corton with a nice little move. Tries to step around Bailey, but met by a host of Royal Tornadoes. And now Hammer comes up the ice, but that one's thrown back in, and that was Rickley. I can't tell, 26 from 66. I'll get that figured out. Now Dilstra on the far side trying to work on Bailey, but Bailey so strong is able to muscle her way out. And now Kristoff is using her frame. She wins a puck, snaps one on Mosier. Mosier with the blocker to blocker that one away. Great save from Alley. Play down in the corner. We got Corton and Rickley. And now Kristoff throwing her elbows around down there using her strength, but Spud's able to come away with it as Selvavold clears it. And we got Dilstra in pursuit of Milton. Milton with a nice job of turning the play up the ice. Finds Kristoff up in the center, and Kristoff comes rink wide to Jankowski. But that misfires, and then Sydney Martinson plays it deep again where Booth is going to turn for Anoka Rogers, trying to find a play. Peels in behind Pavarud. Trying this side of the ice. Gets it up to Tiki Barron, but just misfires. Nobody decides they want the puck there. Now we got a loose puck center ice. Kendall Anderson. Good pressure from Avery Schutz as she takes it from Jankowski. Turns on Pavarud and flips it on. Pavarud's there with the glove.
Yeah, some back and forth play by both teams. Both teams getting their fair share of chances here in the second, close to the end of the second period.
Avery Schutz has gotten loose a couple of times on the wing, creating some chaos for the Spuds. Able to get a couple of chances in on net. 4:21 remains here in the second period. Anderson's going to step in.
Yeah, Schutz is a pretty persistent little winger there.
Play continues in the neutral zone. Hammer tries to stick handle through some traffic, unable to. Puck pops loose. Now Barron. Hammer comes through. Hammer steps across the line, throws it towards the net, bounces away, but Jankowski gets to it. Far corner. Jankowski harassed by Clute, and then Heeneman steps down in support to knock that puck away. Heeneman with a strong stick in the corner. Now Moore steps down, tries to snap it to the net. Puck gets in a funny spot there, but play will continue behind Mosier. Now Kendall Lund again, using her feet to try to exit the zone, but a strong play from Moore. And we're going to have a penalty on Anoka Rogers. Some good work by Kendall Lund there to keep her feet moving and draw a penalty.
Yeah, you're starting to see that more and more. These more defensemen are moving their feet, trying to make something happen on the rush, and it's just a little too much for these Anoka Rogers players, and they're starting to get some penalties here.
Always a good idea as the puck carrier to keep your feet moving. Nobody does it better than number 26, Max Dronen for the Moorhead Spuds. Drawn a few penalties of your own this year, haven't you, Max?
Yeah, you know, you work hard and play honest, and I don't know, something's bound to come your way, I guess.
And that is the truth right there. You continue to work hard, good things happen. So the Spuds will go on the power play. Sydney Martinson's going to come up the near side of the ice. She's surveying as she weaves her way through the neutral zone, and she's going to throw it in on Pavarud, a little bouncer that Pavarud decides it's in her best interest to just hang on to and take a whistle. Not a bad idea. The centers for Anoka Rogers have been tough on the draws today, so if you can trust your centers, it's always easier to cover up the puck and take a whistle.
Yeah, get a quick whistle, get some new fresh legs out there.
But Olivia Corton has been stellar in the face-off circle all weekend here. We'll see if she can win it for the Spuds. Tied up nicely by Barnacle, and some wing help from Booth coming in off the wing to help win that puck, but Corton ties her up with Selvold as they try to win the puck in the corner and get the power play set up. But Booth is able to come out 1-on-2 and win the puck, throws it up hard on the wall, but Klute's able to keep it in. Battle ensues there, and now Dilstra turns it back, looking for Selvold. Selvold rips one, but the blocker from Pavarud reacts well, and she steers it into the corner. Spud set up, Klute down to Dilstra. Dilstra working behind, trying to get it on the wall here to Corton, is able to do so. Now Olivia up top to Lund. Lund steps down, fires it in on the pads of Pavarud. Nobody home to get the rebound. Nice job by Anoka Rogers defense, boxing out there. Dilstra to Corton. Corton peels it back, looking, surveying, gets it up to Lund. Lund across to Klute. Klute's looking to fire. Glove save from Pavarud. A beautiful play by the Spuds, but Pavarud has the answer.
Yeah, that was a great play by the Spuds there. Went from Corton to Lund, down to Klute, and a nice save by Pavarud. Spuds starting to put a little pressure on this power play now. See if they can't get one by the end of this period and go to the locker room for a tie game.
2:27 remaining, 45 seconds on the Spuds power play. Anderson, nice draw for Klute. Klute steps into one, hammers it just wide of the net. But Whitekey's going to be the first to it. Now Anderson's going to get out of the corner, but once again, Sydney Bailey closes her out quick. Now Anderson looking to attack the net, centers it, but Kristoff is there. Now Heeneman turns to try to fire, met by a host of Royal Tornadoes, and the puck is deflected up out of play. And we'll have a face-off, and they're going to put it down deep in the Anoka Rogers end, which I believe that was tipped out by Moorhead. So this could be a little break for the Spuds.
Yeah, it might have been. Spuds definitely going to break here with 24 seconds left on the power play, see if they can't get one last shot.
Anderson wins it clean again, back to Kolamainen, down to Heeneman. Heeneman trying to pick it out of the ref skates, and here we go. Sydney Martin blast in on the pads, rebounds loose, and the puck is in. The Spuds have tied it up.
Looked like almost a rebound goal for the Spuds there.
Well, we talked about it, Max. In order to get one by a goaltender like Gretchen Pavarud, you've got to get traffic to the net. You've got to have a party in the paint, take her eyes away, and get to rebounds. And a blast comes in from Sydney Martinson, and I'm not sure who's going to get credit, but whoever was in front of the net deserves the credit because that's how you score them out there.
Yeah, I think Whitekey's going to get that one, but nonetheless, great shot from Sydney Martinson and great traffic from the Spuds. Tie game.
Now Corton's running hot, feeling the momentum. Jankowski's going to circle in around. Met there by Salvovold, but here comes Jankowski with a head of steam. Coming up the ice, and Martinson just squeezes her off on the angle nicely, but Jankowski sticks with it. Puck redirected in. Oh my goodness, what a save by Ali Mosier. Puck's loose.
Puck is loose.
They bang away at it. Comes up top to Booth, over to Jankowski. Barron back up to Booth, and Booth is going to rip at it. Throws it in, blocked by Corton, and now Corton's on the rush. Olivia Corton through the neutral zone with a burst of speed. Milton trying to close her off, takes her down. Corton sticks with it, rebound attempt.
Wow.
Shot to goal for the Spuds. What an effort. Liv Dilstra.
What an exciting last 2 minutes of this game. Liv Dilstra with the rebound goal off a great effort by Olivia Corton.
Unbelievable effort. First on the defensive end by Ali Mosier, reacting to pucks being tipped. Spud defenders collapsing and clearing pucks. And then an incredible effort from Liv Corton up the ice, only matched by Liv Dilstra sliding and sprawling her way. She looked like a powdered donut, Max.
Yeah, 2 or 3 beautiful saves from Ali Mosier, and then a nice block by Corton, goes down. Diving effort, gets hauled down, delayed penalty, and then Dilstra hammers away the rebound.
Play continues near side. Clute tries to advance it. Anoka Rogers seems upset at this point as they're putting a little push on at the end of the period. 50 seconds remain. Clocker sends it in deep, where Lund is going to get to it first. She reverses field, and she's ridden off hard by Clocker. 2-10s doing battle, but Kendall Anderson in good support comes down to clean up the mess and get it out to the neutral zone. Sydney Bailey slams it in back around behind Mosier. 35 seconds remain in the period. Clute gets it up to Salvovold. Salvovold ridden off hard by Rickley, and she's able to get it down to Pavarud, but Pavarud, like a third defenseman, comes up the ice, and Rickley's going to go off. Maybe a little bit too much of an aggressive play on Salvovold on the wall.
Spuds back to the power play with 25 seconds here left in the second period, and Moore is really starting to put on a little show here.
25.4 remain. A critical offensive zone face-off for the Spuds as they're going to try to create something and take advantage of this momentum here at the end of the second period. Coach Arneson's going to use this 25 seconds to get his personnel out that he wants. Corton in against Barnacle on the draw. They're able to tie up. Oh, Salvovold tries to pick it loose, but Booth steps in to clean up the mess, and she peels off near side. Booth looking to create a little something of her own. Throws it up the wall where Lund slams it in. And now Corton and Booth do battle, and Corton's going to pop loose. Here's Olivia Corton in the scoring area. Shoots it high over the blocker of Pavarud. She might have got a piece of that one. 4 seconds remain as Kristoff exits the zone. That's going to bring the period to an end. And what a wild finish it was.
Yeah, very exciting end of the second period for Moorhead. Even Rogers and Oak had a couple of real good looks, and Ali Mosier came up big for the Spuds.
The end of 2. The Spuds of Moorhead are leading Anoka Rogers 2-1. Third period action will come up in 15 minutes. Anoka Rogers has returned to the ice as we get ready for third period action here in the consolation semifinals of the Minnesota Hockey 15UA state tournament here in Moorhead, Minnesota at the Cullen Hockey Center. Spuds have yet to return to the ice, but Max, we had just a frenzied finish to the second period where Moorhead's riding a high of getting 2 late goals to take the lead, and Anoka Rogers is probably feeling a little bit like they were shocked there at the end of the period because they had control of the game to that point. What do you think both sides are thinking heading into the third?
I think they're thinking, and what the coaches have told them probably in the locker room, is next goal is huge. Whoever gets the next one's going to control the rest of the game, and I think every player out there is going to be hungry to score that next one.
I would agree with that. If the Spuds are able to get a third goal, that mountain that Anoka Rogers is trying to climb in the third period is going to look even bigger. Conversely, if Anoka Rogers is able to get that next goal, all of a sudden that good vibe the Spuds had starts to diminish, going, man, we're back in a tie game with, whatever remains in the third period left to get it figured out. So couldn't agree with you more.
Both teams are playing for a chance to continue their season. A loser goes home. It's never a fun way to end the season in a loss. So they're trying to win and play tomorrow for that consolation championship.
One of the most exciting times of the year is playoff hockey in Minnesota, and I know our families are both excited about the Spuds making it to the X, and it's a big week, and coming off the heels of the Minnesota Hockey Youth State Tournaments here, and we got people all over the state, 5 teams, youth hockey teams participating in state tournaments this weekend. That's awesome. And I know we've got them across the state supporting right now, watching Bantam AA families in Edina preparing for their semifinal game here this afternoon, are watching the 15 UAs on Spud TV right now. Shout out to the folks in Edina. We also have down in Owatonna the 12U team at their state tournament. They're all gathered around watching the 15Us giving this kind of effort to try to extend their season. It's a pretty awesome, pretty fun time of the year.
Yeah, definitely a fun time. You see all the teams rallying behind each other, and they're all trying to play to survive to the next day.
Here we go. Third period has started. Selvold's going to bring it up far side across the blue line. Chips it in around Milton, and she's going to get the first to it with a burst of speed. Addie Selvold comes around looking up top, gets it to Clute. Clute's going to turn and fire on Pavarud. I don't think Pavarud saw it, but she was in the right spot, and it hit her.
Yeah, a good chance there for more to start this third period. Nice burst of speed by Addie Selvold to get the puck up there to Clute, and a nice shot.
Well, the end of the second period was so exciting, I had to go get myself a protein bar and a Rockstar, and I think I'm coming out hot here in the third period.
Yeah, now look into the right end here, and looks like Moore's goalie is having some technical difficulties down there with her pads.
Might be the break I need to get my heart rate down.
Yeah.
Sally Mosier attends to her equipment. The Spuds have a little bit of a huddle going, maybe trying to think of a face-off play they can run here to try to get something past Pavarud and get that second or third goal, the 2-goal margin.
Yeah, Spuds have just a little over a minute left here on this power play. See if they can't bang one home like they did at the end of the second there.
And I don't mind at all a little extra time to let that ice set up. You can see the ice is sweating a little bit. I don't know if it's time of the year or maybe Mr. Bushy is trying to be frugal like he usually is and save some money by having the floor temperature too warm. You never know what Dennis, what he might be up to.
Yeah, for sure. He's always up to something, and yeah, it's looking a little wet out there still yet.
I don't like when early in the periods when that puck can stick and impact play, but here we go. Puck is down. Corton's able to win it, skate it back. That's that soccer experience coming in handy there. Gets it to Lund, snaps it quickly to the net, but it gets through everybody. Clute is quickly on it, makes a nice move around Milton. Tries to center it in, but it's broken up by Milton and now cleared up to Barnacle. And Barnacle's able to whack it down the ice, and it should go for an icing, and it does. Faceoff will come all the way back down to Pavarud's right again. 46 seconds remaining on the Spuds power play. Barnacle's going to step in against Corton.
Corton's been pretty good on draws tonight so far. This is a big one for her.
She's able to win it again with some help from Dilstra. Now Clute across to Lund. Lund's going to turn to the net, but blocked by Kristoff. And we've got a foot race. Corton comes back with some nice back pressure to win the puck, and here comes Olivia. She's going to cross the blue line. Pressured there by Barnacle, throws one in high over Pavarud. Salvovold gets to it first, throws it in back behind where Dilstra controls. Nice play to control that puck by Liv Dilstra, but she's ridden up hard by Bailey. Now Clute gains control, gets it up to Lund. Lund in the center of the ice, fires it to the net, rebound there, tied up nicely by Lily McKenzie with Salvovold. Now Salvovold down low is going to look to attack the net, but she wheels around, looking for some help, cycles it down low for Anderson. Now Anderson gets control, back to Salvovold. Salvovold turns and fires, but Pavarud right there to block her to the corner, where McKenzie's going to go off the glass, down the length of the ice. Should be an icing, but look at Parent with some speed, almost gets there, almost tracks that puck down. Ava Parent looking to make something happen for Anoka Rogers.
Yeah, a real good hustle by Parent there, just about get that puck. And in the NHL, that wouldn't have been nice, but here in youth hockey, it definitely is.
Kendall Anderson in for the draw. Heeneman on the left, Cami Whitekey on the right. We got Kolamainen and Martinson on defense. Anderson gets it back where Martinson slaps another one in on Pavarud with great traffic from Anderson. Able to steer it aside. Now a centering play gets thrown away by Tiki Barron. And now Jankowski's going to try to exit the zone for Anoka Rogers, but it's held in nicely there by Heeneman. Rolls it in around where Milton's going to get to it. She's going to wheel, but then reverse field on Whitekey. Come out the near side, backhands it up to Parent, but it's met there again by Kolamainen and thrown back in. Jankowski now in the corner with Heeneman. Heeneman loosens that puck up across to Whitekey, and now Whitekey loses her stick. Anderson back to Heeneman. Heeneman up top to Kolamainen. Kolamainen fires it to the net, but blocked away by Jankowski, and she's got a burst of speed. 2-on-1 forming for Anoka Rogers. Martinson back, slides it over to Parent. Parent fires high over the blocker. Mosier had that one blocked away, but now play continues in the near side. Jankowski keeps it alive for Parent. Parent to Jankowski, and Jankowski tries to slide it in short side, but right there is Mosier to stick it away. Play continues behind, try to center it out, but Martinson's able to clear it out to center. And now Barnacle turns, Moyer fires it back in, where Martinson gets it. She's going to wheel up the ice, and Moyer in hot pursuit there went down hard and dislodged the net. It'll be interesting, Max, if they say that she was pushed in or if she went down on her own. That'll dictate where the faceoff goes.
Yeah, I wonder where that faceoff would be, because there was a delayed offsides there on Anoka Rogers, but yeah, it looks like it's coming out to just outside Moritz bench there in the outside of Moritz zone here, so.
Corton's going to step in against Clocker. And Corton wins that one, chips it by Booth, and now Olivia Corton's in pursuit. She's going to get to this puck. Milton's going to try to defend her, and she's able to, but Corton spins away. Olivia controlling behind the net. Salvovold gets knocked over by Moore. Puck comes up to Lund. Lund snaps it to the net, but it's kicked away by Booth out front before it even got to Pavarud. Play comes up now where Klute's able to hammer it back in, and now Liv Dilstra in pursuit of Booth. She ties her up nicely. Salvovold in support there, trying to win a puck. Throws it in towards Pavarud, but it's picked off by Milton before it gets there. And now it's played up on the wall to Lauer. Lauer gets it to Clocker, but nice play by Kendall Lund to turn it back across to Salvovold. She's going to look to fire one in, and she does, but Pavarud's there with the glove.
Yeah, one thing I noticed here early in the third period is the Spud defenders are doing a real nice job of getting pucks through, and more just starting to create some chances through that.
Some good pressure and zone time for the Spuds early. 11:29 remaining in the third period. Anderson in for the draw, able to tie up nice, and some good wing help from Keeping, and a puck rifled in from Martinson again, but once again Gretchen Pavarud there with the glove.
Yeah, Pavarud's looking pretty sharp to start this third period. Let's see if her team can back her up and score one to tie this game up.
Anderson's been tough on the draws herself tonight. She ties up again. Good wing support, but this time Rickley comes away with it. Chips it past Martinson, but Sydney's having none of that. And she gets it, turns it right back in deep into the zone where McKenzie's going to try to come up near side. Finds Kristoff, touches it into the middle to Barnacle, and what a play there. Now Barnacle gets to a shooting area, snaps it in. But what a reaction from Mosier to get the pad on that. Rickley down to Barnacle. Barnacle spins away from Martinson. The 215's doing battle. Martinson and Barnacle up to Rickley. Rickley slides it up to McKenzie. McKenzie fires it just wide. It comes near side. Now Bailey's going to step down, gets it down to Kristoff. Kristoff in the corner has trouble handling that, but here she comes, gets it to Rickley. Rickley's going to fire, blockered away by Mosier. Rebound McKenzie, puck's loose, tries to bank it in off of Mosier from behind. Was Kristoff, met there by Kolamainen with a nice stick. Now Heeneman around. I believe the net has been dislodged.
Yeah, a couple nice desperation saves from Allie Mosier to keep the Spuds up a goal.
Clever play by Barnacle, and Mosier had come out to challenge. She was up on top of her crease. Barnacle got the puck behind the net, tried to bank it in off of Allie.
Yeah, Barnacle for sure knew what she was doing there, trying to bank it off that right pad of Mosier to put it in the back of the net.
You know what, though? It's mid-afternoon on a Saturday. The bank's not open, Max.
Yeah, you're right.
Corton in against Jankowski. Corton wins the draw back, and Lund tries to slam it around, but great pressure from Jankowski keeps the puck alive for Rogers. They throw it out front, but it gets steered into the far corner where Hammer is going to control. Met there by Clute, and now that's going to peel. Jankowski centers it in for Tiki Barron, and she pushes it just wide of the net. Now
Nice
Lund coming
look
out
there
the
by
other way.
Anoka.
Good pressure from Anoka. Jankowski heavy on the forecheck, disrupting play. Dilstra tries to clear the zone. Comes up to Booth, and she steps into a shooting area. Backhands it in to the slot, but cleared away by Clute. Now Olivia Corton's loose. She gets hooked on the play, and there is no call there. No call there.
That's a textbook hook there, and Corton goes down, and Moore doesn't get a power play from that. That's
Addie Selvold surveying, gets it to Lund. Lund fires. It's blocked out by Tiki Barron, but Lund is able to slap it back in. Ridden off hard there. It's Kendall Anderson riding Booth off the play. They throw it down the length of the ice, and there is an icing call. Well, they're letting them play, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, as these refs want the players to determine the outcome of the game. It did look like Liv Corton was going to get loose on a bit of a rush there, and that stick got tangled up, but ref didn't see it that way, and that's what matters.
Yeah, Corton's definitely a dangerous player, and she's drawn a few penalties today in today's game, and some of these coaches don't seem too happy with some of the calls refs are making lately.
Anderson winning the draw again, back to Kolamainen. Kolamainen misfires, and now we've got Ava Parent loose. She's in on breakaway on Mosier. Mosier's there with a big save on Parent. They center it out front. Now McKenzie's going to fire. That goes wide. It hits Martinson out front. And the Spuds are going to try to clear as Kolamainen gets to it, plays it up on the wall for Heeneman. Heeneman's trying to win that puck and clear the zone for the Spuds, but Parent's there again. Parent tries to throw it in the net, gets deflected by Anderson in behind, and now Martinson throws it up, but held in by McKenzie. Martinson will try it again. Throws it up, and it hits the stick of Cami Weike. We got Bailey and Weike in a foot race. Bailey's able to win it and protects the puck well, keeping her feet moving to exit the zone for Anoka Rogers, who plays it in deep as Clocker was able to get it on. Now Kolamainen goes across for Clute, and Clute wins a battle there, and she's going to step out of the zone and makes a nifty little pass, and they are able to clear the zone and get it out. And now Corton's loose again with Dilstra. Dilstra's coming up the ice. A diving play by McKenzie. Dilstra fires short side high, hits Pavarut's shoulder. Now Dilstra tries to center it, but Kristoff is there to pick it off, and she's going to come near side as she wheels up the ice. Kristoff steps around Corton. Kristoff's got some space. Right-hander's in, tries to move around Kendall Lund, and she's having none of that with a nice play from Kendall. Now Olivia Corton gets the line, and she's able to send it in deep behind Pavarut, but of course Gretchen's right there to set the puck up for Milton. Now Milton comes up, brings rink wide to Barnacle. Barnacle's going to cross the red line with the puck, closed out by Anderson, but Barnacle keeps control. She wheels in far corner, pinched off by Clute and Anderson, and now Anderson's going to try to break free, but Barnacle's able to hem her in. Kicked on by Anderson, where Keeping has it. Keeping's going to play it up out of the zone and is able to clear, as Kristoff wasn't able to keep it in. She throws it back in deep near side. Clute will circle in around behind Mosier. She's looking up on the far wall to Keeping, and Keeping with a nice subtle little tip of the puck to get it out of the end, but slammed back in by Booth. Now Kendall Lund will peel in behind Mosier, coming near side. Fires it up high to Heeneman. Good job by Heeneman to get up high there, so that puck got out of the zone, and it's going to go far side. Look at Jankowski with some pressure, and she's able to win that puck. Gets it in where Lund gets to it first, but it's held in by Tiki Barron now. Lund will try this side of the ice as she comes, gets it up to Heeneman. Heeneman doing battle again with good active stick, and they're unable to clear as Bailey keeps it in, but that time Anderson was able to whack it out, and that will go the length of the ice for an icing.
Yeah, couple real good shifts there by Anoka Rogers, putting the pressure on midway through this third period. Anoka Rogers' forecheck has been a very good all game, and Spud's having some trouble there getting the puck out.
Well, you can see the want to in Anoka Rogers trying to tie this thing up with Ava Jankowski. Just a burst of speed causing problems all over the ice for the Spuds. Face off to the left of Mosier. 6:55 remains in the third. Puck is down. Martinson's going to be able to clear that for the Spuds, and she chips it up where we got a foot race, and Corton's going to get there. McKenzie in pursuit. Corton wins the puck, controls, spins away from McKenzie, and she's going to try to attack with it. But nice job of defending by Lily McKenzie. Corton again on the far side now. She's going to spin away from Rickley. Here comes Corton looking for someone, throws it to the net, but Pavarud steers it into the far corner. Now Selvold and Rickley do battle, and Rickley comes away with it to Barnacle. Nicely defensed by Sydney Martinson with a stick in the middle of the ice. Kristoff gets it, tries to fire it in deep, but Dilstra's able to get it. Now she's going to wheel up the ice. Tries a backhand pass up to Anderson, unable to connect. Selvold gets it, throws it up the wall, hits off a Tiki Barron and bounces into the Spuds bench for a neutral zone faceoff.
Yeah, play's been pretty back and forth in this third period. Both teams having their fair share of chances. Allie Mosier has come up big multiple times to the Spud team in the third period. Let's see if she can keep that play up.
Quick as a cat, great movement from Allie Mosier. Puck down, Jankowski tips it forward, but Klut's going to get there for the Spuds. Play it up to Cami Waike on the wall. Cami Waike comes up the ice. Tiki Barron with an aggressive play to get the puck from her, and Anoka Rogers is starting to show that desperation. They need to tie this up. Jankowski up the ice with that speed again, getting on the edge. Martinson with a nice hard play there to disrupt it just enough. Now Jankowski and Parent behind the net, met by Anderson. Anderson sweeps it up where Booth steps down. She's going to keep it in on the near side and circle around the net, unable to get past Spud defenders, and Heeneman there. Klut now. Klut's trying to muck it around the far side, gets it up to Waike, and a nice play by Cami Waike to win that stick battle and clear the zone. But Booth is stepping back. She's coming with a head of steam, but met by Anderson at the line. Now slammed by Martinson to get it out of the zone, and here comes Anderson chipping ahead to Heeneman. Now Lauren Heeneman's loose on the left side. Coming in, Booth has her in check. Lauren throws it to the net on Pavarud. Puck is loose, and a quick whistle from the referee as the Spuds crash hard into the paint, and one that uncharacteristically Gretchen Pavarud had trouble handling there, Max.
Yeah, a tough angle shot from Lauren Henneman. Pavarud had real trouble with that one. Refs blew the whistle real early, and Anoka Rogers got away with one there, I think.
Comes back to Lund. Lund down to Dilstra. Dilstra in the corner gets ridden off hard by Moyer. Now Corton, hard ridden off by Barnacle, but Corton spins free and comes right to the mouth of the goal and tries to tuck it in far side, but was unable to do so. Great play by Liv Corton. Now comes up to Kendall Lund, who keeps it in, but Bailey's there to intercept it halfway into the zone. Now she crosses the red line, throws it in deep. It's going to go in behind Mosier. Klut's going to get there first, met by Rickley. Klut pokes it along up to Selvold. Selvold tries to clear, but a host of Royal Tornadoes meet her there. Now Klut pokes it away nicely. Here comes Kelsey Klut. She's going to find Dilstra across the ice, and Liv Dilstra's loose. She's got Milton to beat, steps in, fires it in on Pavarud, and she's able to gobble that one up and control the rebound.
Nice pass there by Klut to spring Dilstra on a one-on-one, and Pavarud covers that one up.
Great heads-up defending all night by Spuds defenders, Lund and Klut, Kolamainen, Martinson. Now Milton reverses field on the near side and gets it up on the wall to Lauer. Lauer clears the zone, but the Spuds are there to throw it back in as Anderson throws it in deep. Comes to Heeneman, who goes across for keeping, but it's defensed by Milton there with a stick there, and then Tiki Barron's able to slide it up the wall, but the Spuds return it. Martinson up the wall. Jankowski's going to reverse the ice to Booth. Booth up the wall. Again to Lauer. Lauer throws it in deep. Mosier sticks it aside for Martinson, who wraps it hard around, but Milton is there. Good read by Milton to keep that puck in the zone. Now Lauer picks off a reverse play from Martinson to Lund, and play is still alive on the far side. Poked in deep there by Milton. Lund is there to meet Lauer. And then Moore's causing trouble on the forecheck as the desperation level increases for the Royal Tornadoes. Puck's tied up in the near corner. We got 3 Spuds. We got 3 Royal Tornadoes. Comes up to Booth. Booth throws it in behind where Moore's going to try to get to it first, unable to reach it, so Martinson gets there. Keeping's going to try to win a battle on the wall to clear the zone, unable to. There's a nice job by Lily McKenzie to hold it in. Sydney Martinson tries to play it up the wall, but Ava Parent is battling hard to keep it in. Centered for out front, but Heenman breaks it up. Now McKenzie tries to step in, swat it away. Now Bailey's going to shoot. It's tipped on, and Mosier's there. And a tremendous play from Allie Mosier to react to that tip.
Great play by Mosier to move her feet and cover that puck up to keep the Spuds up 1. Just under 3 minutes to go here. That's a big save by Mosier.
You can see the focus and intensity on Allie Mosier as she looks like she's in the zone right now, just tracking the puck, staying in front of it, reacting to second chances and tips. 2-1, Spuds holding on to the lead, 2:52 remaining here in the third. Critical defensive zone face-off for the Spuds.
Looks like the Spuds got a penalty on that last play there. Sydney Martinson looked like she was moving Noka Rogers forward out of the way, and she fell over. So Martinson sent to the box.
Well, some good strong defending out front again from Martinson, and Spuds are going to have to kill one off. 2:52 remaining. Rickley and Corton in for the face-off. Corton's able to win it. Now Clute comes around behind the net. She's going to reverse field pressure from Barnacle. Then Rickley, and she double reverses back to Lund. Kendall Lund's going to try to get it up the ice and is able to get it out. And Corton's loose. She's got Selvovold with her. Corton gets the edge. She gets the shot in on Pavarud, crashes into her. And McKenzie is going to take a penalty with that effort from Liv Corton on the edge.
Yeah, that's great effort from Corton. She's been doing that all day long here and at the Cullen Hockey Center, and that's a well-deserved 4-on-4 now for the Spuds.
Now I just watched Lily McKenzie just went into the box, stumbled into the box, and I don't know if she's injured. I hope that's not the case. It could be emotional distress, just understanding the gravity of the situation that she took a penalty to tie this up. I hope she's okay is the point of all that, I guess. Dilstra turns it into Anderson. Anderson fires it wide, and Rickley's going to exit the zone. She's going to send it the length of the ice. This will be an icing. We have 2:17 remaining here in the third period. We got 4-on-4 action, which Max can create its own confusion out there when players aren't accustomed to playing 4-on-4. They're used to a player being in a certain spot. It could actually create opportunities that don't normally exist.
Yeah, a lot more space out there. That could maybe benefit Anoka here as they need one goal to tie this game up and hopefully send it to overtime to continue their season.
Battle off the face-off there as Corton's able to win it to the corner where Booth is going to come out. Nice little move on Selvovold by Booth. She's going to scream through the neutral zone. Coming across the blue line now, a little crossing play with Barnacle, but Lund is able to poke it off her stick. Shot tipped away there, goes high up over Mosier. Klute's going to be the first to it. Throws it up to Selvovold, who tips it into the neutral zone, and Booth is there. Tries to play it back. Selvovold wins it. Tipped along by Corton, and they're going to go for a change. 1:47 remaining. Kristoff is going to circle up and get ahead of steam here for Anoka Rogers as she crosses the red line, weaves her way through. Going to try to get across the blue line and send it deep, and she's successful. Clute to the corner. Rickley is the first there to tie it up. We got Anderson in the corner. She peels away nicely. Plays it up off the boards and bounces out. Nice play by Kendall Anderson. Milton is there to throw it back in, but Lund is going to pick this off and clear the zone for the Spuds. And now Milton's going to slam it back in deep, and she's going to get it all the way down below the goal line. Klutz is there. Some heavy pressure coming from Lauer to disrupt the play.
Anoka Rogers with a pull goalie, and now they got 5 skaters out.
Extra attacker for the Royal Tornadoes, and they're trying to gain possession down low. Lauer, Clute tying her up nicely. Now it's Jankowski getting it loose up top to Milton. Milton looks to fire it, but blocked nicely away by Dilstra up top. Lauer gets it up to Bailey, but Dilstra's able to poke it loose. Coming through the neutral zone, Liv Dilstra to Liv Corton. Milton rides her off the play nicely to prevent an easy empty netter. Corton's going to control down low. She's taken down. Now Corton again, tied up by Milton and ridden hard out to play. Jankowski's trying to get loose. Now Tiki Barron up through the neutral zone. McKenzie hops out of the box. 29 seconds to go. Play rolls into the far corner. Martinson ties up Barron. Lauer's going to get there. Tries to center it, but blocked away by Corton. Now Olivia Corton has the puck in the near corner. She's circling. 18 ticks. 16 left. There's a scrum down in the corner. 3 Spuds. 2 Anoka Tornadoes. It pops loose. Jankowski trying to make a play. Can't get the handle on it. 8 seconds remain. 7. Spuds tie it up. There's a scrum in the corner. 4 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it. The Spuds have successfully killed the clock and are going to advance to the consolation finals.
Nice job at the end there for the Spuds to hold that puck up and not let Anoka get anything going. Huge win for the Spuds there.
What an effort from both sides as desperately Anoka Rogers tried to get that equalizing goal, only to be matched by desperate defending by the Spuds to keep them out of the net. And what a game from Allie Mosier.
Yeah, Allie Mosier, tremendous all game. She showed up in the third period to take her team to the Constellation Championship. Huge game for Allie Mosier.
Minnesota Hockey 15 UA State Tournament Consolation semifinal number 1 is in the books, and the Spuds of Moorhead will advance to the finals tomorrow afternoon. Semifinal action coming up. Andover versus Osseo Maple Grove in about 30 minutes. We'll see you then.